What if rich people don't actually work for money the way most people think? In 2026, the biggest shift in wealth isn't about working harder. It's about understanding how money really works at scale. The wealthy focus less on trading time for income and more on building systems that generate cash flow, leverage, and long-term ownership. Instead of relying on salaries, they prioritize assets, investments, and scalable income streams that keep growing even when they're not actively working. In this video, you'll discover what rich people do instead of working for money and how that mindset changes everything. They focus on ownership, not income. The average person earns a salary by selling time. Even high-income professionals eventually hit a ceiling because time is finite. Rich individuals escape this limitation by prioritizing ownership. Ownership can take many forms: businesses, equity in companies, intellectual property, real estate, or scalable digital assets. The key difference is that ownership continues producing value even when the owner is not actively working. For example, a salary stops when you stop working. A business, however, can continue generating revenue through employees, systems, and automation. This is why wealthy people prioritize equity over paychecks. They understand that income is temporary, but ownership compounds. They build systems instead of doing tasks. Most people operate in task mode. Complete work, get paid, repeat. Wealthy individuals operate in system mode. A system is something that functions independently of constant effort. It could be a company with employees, an online platform generating ad revenue, or an investment portfolio managed strategically. Once a system is built, it reduces dependency on personal labor. That is the turning point, where money stops being directly tied to effort. Instead of working more hours, they improve the system so it produces more output per unit of input. This is why two people can work equally hard but achieve completely different financial outcomes. One is building a system, the other is just completing tasks. They think in terms of leverage. Leverage is one of the most important but least understood principles of wealth creation. It means using resources beyond personal effort to multiply results. There are different forms of leverage. People leverage teams, employees, outsourcing. Capital leverage using money to make more money. Technology leverage, software, AI. Media leverage that reaches thousands or millions. Rich individuals constantly look for ways to apply leverage. Instead of asking, "How do I do this myself?" they ask, "How can this be done without me?" This shift allows them to scale far beyond human limitations. One person working alone can only produce so much. One system supported by leverage can produce exponentially more. They prioritize cash flow over one-time gains. Another major difference is how money is structured. Most people focus on one-time income, salary, freelance payments, or occasional profits. Wealthy individuals focus on cash flow. Cash flow means consistent, recurring income that arrives regardless of daily effort. Rental properties, subscription businesses, dividends, and automated digital products all fall into this category. Cash flow creates stability. It also creates freedom. When income becomes predictable, decisions are no longer driven by urgency. That's when long-term thinking becomes possible. Instead of asking, "How can I make money today?" they ask, "How can I create income that lasts for years?" They play the long game relentlessly. Wealth is rarely the result of short-term wins. It is the result of long-term consistency applied to the right direction. Rich individuals understand that compounding, whether in money, assets, or skills, takes time. They are willing to delay gratification for years because they understand the payoff is exponential. not linear. While most people optimize for immediate comfort, wealthy individuals optimize for future control. This difference alone creates a massive gap over time. A small decision made consistently over years can outperform large but inconsistent efforts. They use money as a tool, not a goal. For most people, money is the goal. For wealthy individuals, money is a tool. They use it to buy time, acquire assets, hire expertise, and enter opportunities that create more value. Instead of spending money on consumption alone, they prioritize reinvestment. This mindset changes everything. Money stops being something to spend and becomes something to deploy. Every dollar is evaluated based on its potential return, not its immediate satisfaction. That is why rich people often appear to live below their means in certain areas while aggressively investing in others. It is not limitation, it is strategy. They focus on control, not just return. High returns are attractive, but control is more important. Wealthy individuals prefer investments in ventures where they can influence outcomes, businesses, direct investments, or assets they understand deeply. This reduces dependency on external systems and increases predictability. Control allows better risk management, better scaling decisions, and better long-term outcomes. Instead of chasing the highest possible return, they prioritize sustainable growth with manageable risk. The real secret, they change the question entirely. The biggest difference is not effort, intelligence, or even opportunity. It is the question they operate from. Most people ask, "How can I earn more money?" Wealthy individuals ask, "How can I build something that earns money without me?" That shift changes everything. It leads to ownership instead of employment, systems instead of tasks, and leverage instead of labor. Rich people don't avoid work, they redefine it. They move away from exchanging time for money and toward building structures that generate money independently. Once you understand this distinction, wealth stops being mysterious. It becomes structural. The real path to financial growth is not working harder within the system, but gradually building your own system until money is no longer tied to your time at all. Now you've seen the real difference. Wealthy people don't chase money directly. They build systems that attract and grow it over time. It's a shift from effort-based income to ownership, leverage, and long-term strategy. If this gave you a new perspective on how wealth is actually created, don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button for more insights into money, mindset, and financial freedom. Think in systems, act with purpose, and start building assets, not just income.